Ignition sequence starts. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Hey everybody, this is the Digital Asset Investor. I am in the process of watching a potential upset of Georgia by Florida. I guess it would be called an upset. They have the same record, but most people seem to think Georgia is going to win. But Florida just scored, so it's now 14-13. This should be a good finish. But that's not why I turned this on and decided to do this video. One of the most common questions I get is what if they call Ripple XRP a security? I get that all the time. I'm going to give you the reason the SEC will never, there are many reasons, but I'm going to give you the big one. This is the reason the SEC will never call XRP a security. Okay? And before I do it, I tell you all the time that XRP is the greatest digital asset ever created, and you're looking at the chart that proves it right here. Okay? I've shown you this before. XRP, the best digital asset for payments. It shows XRP, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Bitcoin Cash, Dash, Litecoin. Speed, it wins. 3.3 seconds. Cost, it's cheaper than all of them. Scalability, 1,500 transactions per second. So I don't think I need to say anything else. It's the greatest digital asset ever created. The SEC knows it's the greatest digital asset ever created if they've read anything, done any homework whatsoever. Now, to the reason which I'm about to unveil to you why the SEC will never call XRP a security. And first you've got to ask two questions, okay? These are the questions that I ask myself. And this is what you should ask yourself. The first one is, what would I do if I were Ripple, the company, and I anticipated the security issue having to do with XRP? If I anticipated, these aren't stupid people, remember, these are very smart people. These are Harvard graduates, Stanford graduates, doctors, MBAs, lawyers, okay? And that includes the people that are continuing to join Ripple. What would I do if I were Ripple and I anticipated the security issue? That's the first question. And I'm going to give you the answer to that. But the second question, before I give you the answer to that, is this. Would you want to be known as the SEC chairman who gave away the greatest digital asset ever created to Japan or to other countries? Because what I'm about to show you will answer both of these questions. Right here is SBI Ripple Asia, and SBI Ripple Asia is the answer to the SEC question. There's many answers that are why XRP is not a security, but this is the one that answers those two questions, and I'll tell you why. First, what would I do if I were Ripple and anticipated the security issue? Do you know what I would do? In 2016, like Ripple did, I would sell I think they sold 10 point something percent to 10 point something percent of Ripple to the SBI Group, which is a bank holding company in Japan. And the reason I would sell 10% is because I am now a global company. I am not just in the United States. If the United States calls me a security tomorrow, I am still in business, because Japan is not bound by anything that the SEC does. And so the question is the SEC willing to be known? That's the second question I had. Would you want to be known as the SEC chairman who gave away the greatest digital asset ever created and the technology with it to Japan and other countries? Because digital assets are going to change the world, not just the United States. Okay? And that is the answer to everything everybody's been saying. The United States is not going to let, they know XRP is the greatest digital asset ever created. They are not going to let it get into the hands of where Japan controls the greatest digital asset ever created or anything else. Ripple's going into China right now. Do you think the SEC is going to let that happen? So sleep good tonight, because it ain't going to happen. I'm the digital asset investor. I'm not an investment advisor. This is for entertainment purposes only. Subscribe, hit the like button, and tell your friends and family that XRP is not a security, because we have SBI Ripple Asia and we're global. Thank you for listening.